There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Baltimore Orioles. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Steven Matz will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Steven Matz is what they look like. Big, strong guy, 6'4", about 220 pounds. Throws from the left side, smooth gas, 93 to 95. Terrific overhand curveball, and his changeup is getting better all the time.
3 out, 4-4, take the break. 3 out, out, 3 out.
In now, number 17, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
Number 17.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
Play ball.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Lewis
on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Let's play ball. Out. Out.
Stepping up now, number 17. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the pitch.
Number 17.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, man. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it. Not coming around it and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Liner toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. 1 out now in the Orioles' 4th, and that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. Now the 2-1 pitch. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year as the Orioles have come back to tie this one at 2.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
Into the box, Felipe Batista. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Batista.
Bounce to first. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ready now for Baltimore, number 17. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Popped up. Number 51 over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
High ball. Defense.
Your attention, please.
Digging in, number 17. Runner in scoring position with 2
Number
gone.
17.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Fouled away. Comes set. The 0-1. There's a swing and a drive. Hit well out to right field. Guerrero going back. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. The tying run is in to score from second. And he's safe.
Late inning problems have doomed this team all season. It's a hallmark of a losing club, not being able to hold a lead. And here's another example of the bullpen serving up the tying run here in the late innings.
Digging in, number 9. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. The 0-2. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning.
Play ball.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
This evening's game comes to an end 5-4, the final tally. The Baltimore Orioles get their 20th home win this year. Nick Vincent earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. Thursday night baseball on the show as we join you from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas.
Play ball.
Standing in, number 17. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Number 17.
From the stretch. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, no excuses anymore. April, May go by. You kind of cut your teeth, try and find clubhouse chemistry, execute on the field. We're in June now. This is a good harbinger of what's to come, and this team's playing well. Expect them.
It's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score. And the runner from second is in to score. It's now a 2-1 ball game. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. At the plate, Cedric Mullins. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Ready on 0-2. Drilled to the left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Dan, he's got to find a way to get himself out of this. This is constant traffic, and here he finds himself in the second with 2 outs, and he's still giving up knocks.
Well, it's about trying to limit the pitch count. Also, only in the second inning here, and his pitch count's getting up. He's had a lot of traffic on the bases, so he really needs to get out of this one right here.
Number 13, shortstop.
2 men are on with 2 men out.
Bodie.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Looking up is Peralta. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 13 for him on the year. And it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way, and there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot, and you can tell that
Into the box now, number 1. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200. This is on the ground over to first. Played on the backhand. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Left for Kansas. Stepping up to the plate, number 17, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swung on and lifted into shallow center field. LeMahieu is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Coming to the plate now, number 17. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Behind 0-2 now.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Another 0-2 home. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Ready once again, Cedric.
Number 3.
Ready for another chance, number 17. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 0-1 the count. The 0-1. Hit out towards second. LeMahieu's got it. LeMahieu with a great stop. The second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 17. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in. Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. The Baltimore Orioles took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Robbie Erlin gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Cole Stewart allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. Brandon Workman gets a 4-out save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
First for the victorious Orioles, 9 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 20 runners on base.
Friday night baseball from the K. Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Set to get his evening at the plate started. David Peralta batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Here now the 2-2. And that's a fair ball, line to the right side. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game.
Ready now, number 23. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Back up the middle. Reined in. There's one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is... Striding into the box, number 17. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. First offering on its way. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire. So digging in now, number 23 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
One of the keys to... And they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And there's the first out.
Play ball.
Now batting, number 17. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Shot toward right center. Now a dive by the right fielder, but it kicks off his glove. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Striding in once again, Cedric Mullins. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top.
And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Play ball.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Ryan O'Hearn. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. The 1-1. Seared down the first baseline. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. The runner scores from second. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way after the mound to pay a quick visit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Digging in, number 17, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Line drive to center field. Coles patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Even though into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Now at the plate, number 17. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is... Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
Clutch hitting has not been a strength for this team, and their manager lets them know it.
Tuesday night baseball. Number 36 will be on the bump for game 2 of the series.
Play ball. And hit him. First base. Ball 4. Take the ball.